You've probably been told that credit cards are dangerous, that they're a fast track to debt, high interest, and financial regret. But here's the truth. Used wisely, the right credit card can actually become one of the most powerful tools in your financial toolkit, even if you're just starting out. When I was 19, I got my first credit card in the mail, a shiny piece of plastic with a $500 limit. I remember holding it like it was a VIP pass to adulthood. At first, I thought, great, I can buy what I want now and figure it out later. And that's exactly what I did. Dinners out, new headphones, a weekend trip I couldn't really afford. It felt amazing until the bill came. I realized I had no idea how interest worked, no plan for paying it off, and suddenly that little $500 felt like a mountain. That was my first real lesson in the difference between having a credit card and using a credit card smartly. Fast forward to today. I've not only paid off that early mistake, but I've learned how to leverage credit cards to earn rewards, build credit, and never pay a cent in interest. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. How to choose the best credit card for beginners so you can skip the mistakes I made and start using credit like a pro from day one. The first step in picking the right beginner card is understanding what makes a credit card beginner-friendly in the first place. Beginner cards typically have no annual fee, straightforward rewards, easier approval requirements, and tools to help you build or track your credit. They're designed for people who may not have a long credit history yet, but want to start building one responsibly. When you're starting out, you'll often be offered three main categories of beginner cards: secured credit cards, student credit cards, and entry-level rewards cards. Each one has its own advantages and trade-offs, and choosing the right one depends on your credit history, income, and spending habits. Let's start with secured credit cards. These are perfect for someone with no credit history at all. The way they work is simple. You put down a refundable deposit, say $200 or $500, and that becomes your credit limit. The deposit isn't a fee, it's collateral. Use the card for small purchases. Pay your bill on time and in full every month, and within 6 to 12 months, you can often graduate to an unsecured card and get your deposit back. A great example in this category is the Discover It Secured card. Pros? It reports to all three major credit bureaus, offers cash-back rewards, rare for secured cards, and has no annual fee. Cons? You have to tie up money in the deposit, and your starting limit will be low. Ideal use case? Someone brand new to credit who wants to build history while earning a little cash back along the way. Next, student credit cards. These are designed for college students who may have limited or no credit history, but have a regular source of income, even if it's part-time. A popular option here is the Chase Freedom Student Card. Pros? No annual fee, automatic credit limit increase after making on-time payments for 5 months, and a small cash bonus for maintaining good grades. Cons? Rewards are minimal compared to premium cards, and approval still requires proof of income. Ideal use case? A student who wants to start building credit early without paying an annual fee and without worrying about complicated rewards programs. Then we have entry-level rewards cards, which are perfect if you already have some credit history or can get approved based on your income. One standout in this category is the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Pros? No annual fee, unlimited 1.5% cash back on everything, plus bonus categories like 3% on dining and drugstores. It's also part of Chase's rewards ecosystem, meaning if you upgrade to a premium card later, you can transfer points for more value. Cons? You need decent credit to get approved, usually a score in the mid-600s or higher. Ideal use case? Someone with some credit history who wants a simple, high-earning card they can grow with over time. Mixing in another great beginner-friendly choice, we have the Capital One Quicksilver One. This one is a little different because it accepts applicants with fair credit. Pros? 1.5% cash back on everything, simple redemption process, and automatic credit line reviews. Cons? It has a $39 annual fee, so you have to make sure your rewards outweigh the cost. Ideal use case? Someone who doesn't yet qualify for top-tier rewards cards but wants to start earning cash back immediately. Now, here's where we need to pause for an important point. Rewards are great, but if you carry a balance, the interest will wipe out any benefit. The average credit card APR in the US is over 20%, which means if you owe $1,000 and make only minimum payments, it could take years to pay off and cost hundreds in interest. That's why the number one rule for beginners is simple. Always pay your statement balance in full every month. Another card worth mentioning for beginners who travel internationally is the Bank of America Travel Rewards Card. Pros? No annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, and unlimited 1.5 points per dollar on all purchases. Points can be redeemed for travel expenses like flights, hotels, and rental cars. Cons? Points are worth more for travel than for other redemptions, so it's best suited for someone who actually travels. Ideal use case? A beginner who wants to dip their toes into travel rewards without worrying about complex category bonuses or foreign fees. As you're hearing these examples, you might be thinking, how do I know which one is best for me? That's where your lifestyle comes in. If you spend mostly on groceries and gas, a card that rewards those categories will give you the most value. If you love dining out and travel occasionally, a card with bonus points for restaurants and no foreign transaction fees will make more sense. For example, if you're a college student who eats out often and shops online, the Discover It Student Cash Back card could be ideal. Pros? 5% cash back on rotating categories like restaurants, Amazon, and grocery stores, up to a quarterly limit, and they'll match all the cash back you earn in your first year. Cons? You have to remember to activate the 5% categories each quarter, and the base rate is just 1% on other purchases. Ideal use case? A student who's willing to track categories to maximize rewards. One of the smartest beginner strategies is to start with one card that covers most of your spending. Then add a second card later that complements the first. For example, you could start with the Chase Freedom Unlimited for consistent cash back, and later add a Chase Sapphire Preferred once your credit improves, allowing you to transfer points for higher travel value. Another point that often gets overlooked is credit limits. Many beginners start with a low limit, maybe $500 to $1,500, which can feel restrictive. But the way you use that limit affects your credit score, specifically your credit utilization ratio. The lower your utilization, the percentage of your limit you use, the better for your score. Aiming to keep it under 30% is a common rule, but under 10% is even better if you can manage it. Let's tie this into a real-world example. Suppose you have a $1,000 credit limit and you spend $400 on your card this month. That's 40% utilization. Even if you pay it off in full at the end of the month, your issuer might report that balance to the credit bureaus before your payment posts, which could temporarily lower your score. The workaround? Make multiple payments throughout the month to keep reported balances low. Another powerful habit to build from day one is tracking your rewards and benefits. Many beginners focus only on cashback or points, but your card might also offer perks like purchase protection, extended warranties, rental car insurance, or cell phone protection. These benefits can save you money and add value, even if you never redeem a single reward point. Now, you might be wondering, should you get more than one card as a beginner? My advice is to start with one until you've mastered it, meaning you've built the habit of paying in full, avoiding fees, and understanding your rewards. Once that's second nature, you can consider adding a second card that fills in gaps. Before we wrap up, let's revisit our list of standout beginner cards with a quick reference. Discover It Secured, best for brand new credit builders who want rewards and a path to upgrade. Chase Freedom Student, best for students who want a simple, no-fee card with credit growth potential. Chase Freedom Unlimited, best for consistent rewards and future travel flexibility. Capital One Quicksilver One, best for fair credit applicants who want flat-rate cashback. Bank of America Travel Rewards, best for beginners who travel internationally. Discover It Student Cashback, best for students willing to track rotating bonus categories. Ultimately, the best beginner card for you is the one that fits your lifestyle, is affordable to keep, preferably no annual fee at the start, and helps you build strong credit habits. Final thoughts. When I think back to that first $500 limit card I had, I wish someone had told me that a credit card isn't just a way to buy things now and worry later. It's a tool, a financial lever that, if used correctly, can help you earn rewards, save money, and open doors to bigger financial opportunities like better loan rates, premium rewards cards, and even business credit lines. But the opposite is also true. Misuse it, and it can lock those doors for years. Your credit card can be the beginning of your financial growth or the start of your debt spiral. The difference comes down to habits. Pay your bill in full every month. Track your spending. Use rewards strategically. And most importantly, see your credit card as part of a bigger financial plan, not the plan itself. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. Start simple, stay disciplined, and grow over time. The best credit card for beginners is one that supports your goals without tempting you into bad habits. Begin with the end in mind, and you'll look back years from now grateful that you started the right way. Thanks for watching Smart Dollar Mindset, where we believe financial freedom starts with smart money habits and strategic investing. If you found this helpful, subscribe, like, and share it with someone who's just starting their credit journey. Your future self will thank you.